Okay, hello YouTube. This is just going to be a very short video in comparison to my long-winded videos. Just want to talk to you about the WBC belt, which belt? The heavyweight division belt. Um, Thought I would give you the little story that you as a boxer probably haven't heard and how it relates to what Zelensky and Trump went through in the White House. And if you haven't heard, Zelensky coming there making a lot of demands, acting like a jackass, and going to it with Trump. And if you haven't heard, he got sent home with his kicked out of the White House and got sent home with his tail between his legs. Now you might ask, where does the WBC belt, heavyweight championship belt, come into play? I'm going to tell you. And this is according to Ring Magazine, of all things. Uh, the backstory on it. I saw that belt, and in the background, right as they sat down and they got to talking and doing the presser. And so I went and looked and investigated because I was like, what's that belt doing there? And what is that belt? I could see that it had WBC on it, but it wasn't a WBC green belt. Uh, they have so many things going on with belts. Maybe I'm just unapprised to the situation of belts. I don't know. But one thing I do know, that's not the belt he won, and that's not a replicated belt of the WBC belt that Usyk won from Tyson Fury. And that belt was brought, it was put in the background on Zelensky's side in our Oval Office and uh, uh, was put up as a propaganda prop for Zelensky. So this was, according to Ring Magazine, the official heavyweight belt that he won, that Usyk won from Fury. And evidently, this wasn't in Ring Magazine, but evidently, uh, he gave Usyk, meaning Usyk, gave President Zelensky the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World belt, and Zelensky came with that belt that he got from the WBC for winning the title and stuck it on the thing and gave it to uh, Zelensky to gift to Trump. Well, uh, or gift the White House because you can't give a president a gift. We're going to damn well win a heavyweight gold medal at this 2028 Olympics. And Joe's going to give that to the Trump Presidential Library. And maybe y'all heard that's Joe's goal for the amateurs, and then move on to the professional ranks. So I saw that belt and I was like, I went and did some investigating. I'm like, that's no. That is a damn belt that the liberal candies, the Zulimans, liberal uh, vanilla and chocolate pieces in the Whitman's box, because that's what they are, bleeding liberals, uh, damn well really communist in my book, gay, and all of you say, well, what did you do? You go worried to death about them. I don't give a shit about them. When Joe doesn't need them. You'll see. You'll all see. At any rate, that belt, on one half of it was the American flag, all down through the belt itself, with the WBC standard insignia in the center, and on the other side was a Ukrainian flag. And that was not the belt uh, that Usyk won from Fury. And as a matter of factly, if something was going to be presented there and they were going to doll it up, why did it not have uh, Great Britain's flag on one side and the Ukraine's flag on the other side? You had a Ukrainian fighting uh, an Englishman for this title. And it just goes to show every single thing that the left and these people have been doing to propagate wars and things like that. I could go into a whole crap load. I'm well versed in geopolitical history and the geopolitical processes going on in this world today. I was educated in that. And I watch things where maybe most of you just do like normal people do and just see a new segment here, a new segment there. And a lot of these things I watch, I'm investigating uh, to a great extent uh, the processes that leads up to these things. And I hope Trump didn't keep that belt. And one of the reasons why is Zelensky's been doing nothing except running around the world, partying, enriching the hell out of himself, worth $30 billion, and borrowing, getting $2.5 billion over there on his hands and knees to Great Britain. Y'all stop giving him this damn money. America, stop giving him this damn money. He's worth $30 billion and can't. Why don't he cough up all but $1 billion of his money and put it into that effort? And his money didn't came from the money all our countries had given them. And a word to you, dumbass Europeans, whom are thinking, well, we need to help that. Let me tell you something. They were mistreating 2 million Russian citizens, stripped them of their language, said they couldn't speak their language no more, and decreed it by law. This democracy guy saving democracy, telling people they can't speak their own language. It's more complicated than the layman looking at the television is picking up on this thing. There's a lot of complications to this thing. And when you go and Great Britain, for example, they have 160 or 160 to 190,000 total military personnel. Now, think about that, and then let's get it on down to combat fighters. You get down to combat fighters, and all of England all of the UK only has roughly 60,000 combat troops. England can't even defend England, or the UK can't even defend the UK. That's a fact. And y'all gonna sit back and allow this Starmer idiot to send 5,000, 10,000 of the troops that you're already so depleted, you can't even defend your own country, but you're going to risk 10 or 20,000 troops over there? You need to tell your leaders no. France, you're smaller. Germany, you're smaller. The big boy on the block in Europe is England, and she can't even defend herself. Poland seems to be backing off of that thing, as wisely they should, and they've got a much larger army than any Western European country. But it's just time to start thinking. I don't like war. I don't like it. I don't want it. I want peace. And you should want the same damn thing too. It is, let me tell you also, men my age, it's very easy for men my age to send younger men off to die as long as it ain't my boys. See? And that's what's happening here. And it's to feed a war machine, and it's got to stop. We've got to start fighting corruption. Every country needs the UK needs a UK first government. Colombia, South America needs a Colombia first government. Everybody needs their country first government. start going in that direction, weeding all these trashy people whom are leftists, and some are conservatives too, but get all these people, no matter what party they're in, these globalist leftists, because they're leftists irrespective of the party, and start weeding these people out. And let's get some world peace around here. Let's get some peace for a change. Uh, all the leaders in Western Europe and the former idiot in chief we had in the U.S. and an idiot in Canada, Idioso in Mexico, these people have been pushing as fast as they effing can for World War III. And it's because their children there won't nothing happen to their children. It'll just be your children. It'll just be you, young man. And you young ladies, you better wake up to the fact that just all this equal stuff is going to get your asses drafted too. So everybody just needs to stop and think. Disappointed in the WBC. WBC should stand up and say something about that and that belt. Uh, I don't like that. And Ring Magazine, you need to go correct your article. That was not the belt. And don't cleverly do it. Just tell the damn truth for a change. All you leftist liberal idiots over there running that magazine. And that's all yours, a damn magazine. Shouldn't have no real say so. Tired of that. Your magazine of leftist loons. And you need to put another article up online and in a physical magazine. I guess you still got one. And you need to express the fact that that was not the belt. And I'll tell you something. Usyk was in the United States doing his big tour after he beat Anthony Joshua, partying with these leftist, communist Hollywood stars, all the trash of the earth, and then come out kissing the cross, I love God, but over there partying with people that hate God for damn near 6 months, running around the U.S., getting everything handed to him, hardly paying for nothing if he paid for anything. Zelensky, a $13 million mansion in Florida. He's got 8 or 15 houses all over the world, 100 places to run. These Ukrainian boys, unlike the Klitschko brothers, unlike Zelensky, and unlike Usyk, and unlike that lower weight class, is probably more famous than any of them, and I can't remember his name, they've got many a mansion to run to, many a place to go hide. The everyday Ukrainian, they don't have nowhere to run to go hide. Need to finish this. Finish it. And Trump is right. He's 100% right. He just needs to go the extra step. The U.S. needs to pull out of NATO because it is the United States' fault that you and England have no longer free speech and have these crazy leftist liberals running your country. It's our fault. Same with Germany, same with France. I could throw several other smaller countries in there. And it is our fault. And thank God Trump has cut the money funnel off to all this propagated leftist bullshit that's being force fed down your guys' throats. It's time for liberty. And the bedrock of it is freedom of religion and freedom of speech. And Western Europe, just as the U.S. was doing under this leftist brain-dead lunatic, is at the moment killing free speech as fast as they can, labeling it something it's not, which is hate speech. And we got to get rid of these people. You've got to get rid of them. They have to go. And we in America need to ensure that we keep America First candidates. I hope, and it's with full fervent, that I'm right on this, that J.D. Vance will be our next president, because I know I would love to see a Vance Trump ticket with Donald Trump Jr. On the ticket as vice president, something like that, to carry this, to make sure that America First goes forward. They keep uh, pulling out corruption and exposing it at every chance they get. And I pray for our country. I pray for Britain. I pray for France. I pray for Germany. I pray for the Ukraine. And yes, I pray for Russia. And I will continue to do so. These leaders in the UK have no cotton picking pedestal to stand on, schooling Putin about free speech and fairness. And Zelensky has no pedestal to stand on to tell anybody anything. And I've just ended at that. WBC, shame on you. Shame on you. Everybody else running around love to get one of your belts. We think your belts suck. You're just one of the new organizations. That's it. You ain't so new to these kids, but you're still a damn new organization to me. And you were brought about for anti-corruption purposes, and you're the most corrupt damn uh, belt-given organization in the effing world right now. And it's a cotton-picking shame.